Mr. Samuel Carter lived close to the noisy center of the city, but his own life was very quiet. He was 70 years old, thin, with slow hands and tired eyes. His small house stood between taller buildings, old and forgotten, just like him. Many people passed by every day, but no one noticed the man inside. Samuel did not mind much. He was used to being alone. Behind his house was a narrow backyard. It was not big, but Samuel cared for it deeply. He planted flowers every year. Pink ones, white ones, and a few purple flowers that bloomed late. In the evenings, when the sun became soft and the noise of the city slowed down, Samuel sat on a wooden chair and watched his flowers move gently in the wind. Those moments were his only comfort. They reminded him that beauty could still exist in a quiet life. Samuel worked as a file clerk in a large office building. He had worked there for many years. People came and went, but he stayed. Every morning, he woke up early, made simple tea, and walked to the bus stop. The bus was always full. People talked loudly, laughed, or complained. Samuel stood quietly or sat if he was lucky. He never spoke unless someone asked him something. In the evening, he returned home the same way, tired and silent. He had no family nearby. His wife had passed away many years ago, and they never had children. He had a few co-workers, but none of them were close to him. After work, Samuel never stopped to talk. He went straight home. Many nights, he ate alone, sitting in silence. Sometimes, he felt a heavy sadness in his chest. Sometimes, he felt bored with life. But he believed this was just how life was for people like him. One afternoon, the weather was very hot. Samuel felt weak and uncomfortable at work. When the day ended, he looked at the crowded bus stop and felt tired before even stepping inside. The air felt thick, and the noise hurt his head. For the first time in many years, Samuel decided not to take the bus. He chose to walk home. He walked slowly through a quiet street he did not usually take. The street felt calm, almost forgotten. As he walked, something caught his eye. There was a small, old shop with a dusty window. Inside the window were strange items, old lamps, broken watches, cracked mirrors, and faded toys. Samuel stopped. He felt curious. After a moment, he opened the door and stepped inside. A soft bell rang. "Good evening," said an old woman sitting behind the counter. "Good evening," Samuel replied. "May I look around?" "Yes," she said with a gentle smile. Samuel walked slowly through the shop. The air smelled old, like dust and time. Then he saw it. On a wooden shelf sat a small figure. It was not colorful or pretty. It looked like a tiny old man. The figure had gray hair, dark clothes, and a face full of sadness. Its eyes seemed to follow him. Samuel felt a strange feeling in his chest. He did not know why, but he felt connected to it. "This looks lonely," he whispered. "How much is this?" Samuel asked. The woman looked at it quietly. "$5," she said. $5 was expensive for such a small thing. Samuel hesitated, then paid. He did not understand why. He placed the figure carefully in his bag and left the shop. Outside, he took it out and looked at its face. For a brief moment, he thought it smiled. "That's strange," Samuel said softly. "You're just an object." That evening, Samuel took the bus. He was tired and closed his eyes. Suddenly, a sharp voice said, "Move away, useless man." People stared at Samuel. The bus conductor looked angry. "Why did you say that?" he asked. "I didn't," Samuel said, confused. When Samuel reached home, he felt uneasy. He placed the figure on the table and ate dinner quietly. That night, he slept badly. In the morning, Samuel woke up suddenly. The figure was beside him. His heart raced. He was sure he left it on the table. He felt cold fear spread through him. Later that day, strange things kept happening. On the bus, people got angry with him for words he did not say. Each time, he found the figure nearby, smiling wider than before. Samuel tried to leave it behind. He tried to throw it away. But it always returned. One night, he buried it in the backyard. The next morning, it sat on his kitchen chair, covered in dirt, smiling. Samuel became afraid. He stopped sleeping well. His house no longer felt safe. In fear, he made a fire in the backyard and threw the figure into the flames. The fire burned high and wild. Neighbors ran out, shouting. When the fire died, Samuel was gone. A week later, a new tenant moved into the house. One quiet evening, as the sun set, he noticed a small figure sitting calmly on the table, waiting.